My name's Max Edwards and I run EvaResto's.co.uk. We do classic suspension parts for air-cooled Volkswagens. And this is my 1970 Type 3 notch. So, the notch, I was looking for a red late Type 3 because I used to own a fastback years ago and it was a lovely car, drove it daily, enjoyed it, but I had to sell it, needed a bit of money a while ago. Missed it ever since, so I'd always had my eye on another red late Type 3 and then this one came up on one of the Type 3 pages on Facebook in Italy, actually in Sicily, so the sort of furthest away point of Italy. But it looked like a good car, it fit the bill and I sort of loved it, love at first sight kind of thing I saw the car for. That's beautiful, but it's a long way away. And then yeah, once all was sorted and we'd paid the deposit and that, we basically flew from Manchester Airport to Catania Airport in Sicily, met with the owner and his mate at the airport in his car. It didn't seem dodgy, but we were a bit sort of edgy nonetheless. I mean, after that we got in the car, you know, aside from a couple of little issues, we did just under 2,000 miles in 2 days and made it back, and the car was brilliant, really, really good. It's my 78 Beetle, which is my first car. I had that for 9 years now. That was a labour of love over years. I dailied it for a couple of years when I first bought it, loved every minute of it. Started getting a little bit tired, restored it all, brought it to the standard, air suspension, all that kind of stuff, BBS, RSs, and now it sits in the corner of my workshop covered in dust with no parts, it's just a rolling shell. So that's on the back burner for a future project. So yeah, that's going to come back one day, but at the moment it's a low priority project. So a big part of what we do here is air suspension on air-cooled cars, mainly Type 1 cars, so Beetles, Type 1 base stuff like Beetles, carbon gears and all that kind of stuff, and then also Type 3s. So I built a couple of Type 3s for air ride Type 3s in the past. So when I got mine, the plan was set straight away just to use all the usual airlift stuff on it, you know, bags in the rear, large air shocks in the front, custom beam, raised subframe in the rear, all that kind of stuff, using all the airlift equipment. So we use that a lot here for pretty much everything we fit air suspension to. We usually use 3P or the manual four-way setup. Well, I mean, if you want a car that's going to be absolutely laid on the floor like this is, there's only really one way to do it, and that's with air suspension. Having a static car is fun, looks great online, everyone, you know, you can sort of be a bit of a hero, but day-to-day driving, you actually want to enjoy the car. Air suspension is brilliant because I can drive this at any height I want. I can lay it out at shows, I can raise it up quite high to get it over anything I need to. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think I'd ever build a car for myself anymore and not have it on air suspension, to be honest. I think everything I ever build now, I want to have it low, I want it to drive nice. So in my opinion anyway, air suspension's always going to be the way to go for a car that I'm going to want to own and enjoy. So when my Beetle does come back out again, it'll be a whole different look. I want to do a different colour, different sort of spec, you know, not really too different from what it's always going to be a Beetle, but I want it to be a little bit more sort of special than it was before. But it's always going to be on air suspension. I always want to have a stanced car. You know, that's what I'm mainly into. So.